It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hornets, we've got Terry Rozier. Washington out there with Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the 2 guard. We're in the middle of the season, Doris. Some teams now just beginning to find their stride, their rhythm. How do they now maintain it?
Yeah, I think at this point of the year, you've established your rotation. Players know when they're going to come in, when they might be subbed out. I think it's about sort of finding, keeping, and maintaining that rhythm and execution that should be very, very well ingrained in your guys' habits.
I know you've played this way, but when you know your role, when you know the minutes and the rhythm, as we were just talking about, I think for a player that's huge. Am I correct?
You are. Know your role and star in your role.
Bridges misses. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Always eager to shoot the 3, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Now the dish to Warren. Indiana moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Oladipo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, a tremendous job by Victor Oladipo. You don't think of guards being prolific in the interior, but Mr. Oladipo is.
Here's Graham. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Here's Biyombo. No good that time. Nice D from Sabonis. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Oladipo so fast off the ground. When the defense is playing off him, boy, he's going to make you pay.
Over in the corner, Rozier. Got a piece of it. Oladipo outside. Pass to Brogdon. Beyond the arc. That one, no good. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, the son of a legend, to me, guys, he has everything he needs to be an effective player for years to come in the NBA. Size, length, feel, there's a lot to like.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
That one is off.
Domantas Sabonis enters the league as the 11th pick in 2016. That first season, I don't think people understood how good he could be. His improvement, his ability as a promising big man in this league, unquestioned at this point.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And you look at the development for Sabonis, what stands out?
Well, I think he's made strides across the board, Kevin. And for me, this is as fundamentally sound a big man as you'll find in the league. He's a triple threat on the offensive end. He is super smart on the defensive end and quite versatile. He can guard both front court positions.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
6 to shoot. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Down low, Sabonis with the steal. Brogdon outside. That's tipped. Here's Washington. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Washington.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, skill is such an important part of today's game, and that suits Domantas Sabonis just fine. This guy has great hands, can pass, and can shoot with range.
Now, here's Rozier. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go.
This guy's such a fluid, powerful athlete. No doubt, Mr. Rozier.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pacers trail by 4. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Oladipo taking his time here. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Now, here's Brogdon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. And the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas was born to play this game.
I think that translates, and you see it most often in his IQ on the floor. This is a young man that thinks the game at an extraordinarily high level, and he is as fundamentally sound a guy as you'll find in the NBA.
Brogdon. And he can't stop the run as he misses. For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Up again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Here's Brogdon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Defended by Bridges, and it's blocked.
And the impact Bridges makes on the defensive end, showing he's not to be messed with. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, Greg, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Pacers trail by 10. Now Brogdon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Sabonis with the steal. Warren with the ball. Biyombo on him. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
And here is Graham. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's Rozier missing.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Graham defending. Sabonis, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And he banks in the layup. 6 points for Miles Bridges.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pacers trail by 10. Brogdon outside. Pass to Oladipo. 13 feet away. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 5 now.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Rozier with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 5.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pacers trail by 16. Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Outside Warren. Back to Sabonis. The pass to Warren. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. Sabonis, the pass to Oladipo. Buries it from 3-point range. Oladipo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, how about the ability to work off the basketball for a point guard? Victor Oladipo in the catch and shoot. Okay.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the 2nd overall pick, which he was back in 2013, it just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. Doug McDermott comes in for Warren. Lamb, he's checked in for Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Batum trying to break loose. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. You hear these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Lamb against Batum. Here's Turner. Here's Leaf. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Looking here at some numbers for Batum. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
First one falls for him. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical. That's the in-between game of Doug McDermott on display. He continues to get better with that over time.
Monk kicks to Batum. Back to Monk. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Hornets lead by 15.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Knocks it loose. Batum with the steal. For the finish, and Batum throws it down.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
A floater. A shot by McConnell, no good. Charlotte leading by 17. Monk with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. Batum scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hernangomez, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
.146 left to play here in the first. Pass to Turner. He doesn't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Zeller passes to Bacon. Drops in the tray.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Miles Turner. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Monk. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Hernangomez. That one off the back iron and out. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Monk. Lamb. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Hornets leading by 22. Passes it to Zeller. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Zeller's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Lamb against Batum. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shoots a fader off the left rim and out.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Now, here's Monk. Batum for three. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
The Pacers shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Hernan Gomez out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Monk. Then there's Batum. And it's Bacon in at the three. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Leaf. The three-pointer is right on target. Leaf's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers. Charlotte leading by 22. Now Monk. To the paint. Here's Zeller. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Holiday, the pass to Leaf. Outside Holiday. The floater. Another shot. Leaf, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the middle. And the dunk by Zeller.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Here's Batum. The Pacers making the shot. Back to Monk. And stolen by McConnell. He dishes it to Lamb. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. There's Bacon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bacon's got his second basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Pass to Batum. It's rebounded by Indiana. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. McConnell passes to Holiday. Indiana moving the ball around. Leaf. Zeller grabs the board. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And Batum kicks to Monk. Here's Bacon. He's got 6. Back to Monk. Over McDermott. The fadeaway. And it's finished off inside by Monk.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now, here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
You feel like Jeremy Lamb has been in the league forever, mostly known for being a piece in the Harden trade when he left OKC, but Lamb is coming to his own the last few years.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The shot's good from Bacon. Bacon's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout called the Pacers. And Jeremy Lamb, you feel like, Greg, he could be kind of a late bloomer.
The improvement he's shown the last few seasons has been huge. Much more comfortable as a scorer, and the defense has picked up for him as well.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. T.J. Warren comes in for Lamb. Oladipo, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Brogdon. Warren with the ball. Bridges covering. That one goes in.
How about the delicate floater on display from T.J. Warren?
For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Zeller. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. There's the pass to Sabonis. Outside Warren. 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Oladipo. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 10 points for him.
Well, during his career, Oladipo has been a legit threat from deep. You have got to close and challenge that jumper.
Rozier looking around. Pass to Bridges. The 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Now, here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. And there it is for him. Oladipo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Brogdon. It's stolen by Oladipo. Floats one up, and Warren with the lay-in. Warren's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, Victor Oladipo improving in just about every aspect of the game. Pretty pass.
Graham, the pass to Rozier. Now here's Zeller. Back to Rozier. Here's Graham. Charlotte no good that time either. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Warren. The shot misses. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Washington. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Pacers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Oladipo. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Washington. He has 5. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Washington, that's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Here's Warren. 6 points for him. Brogdon kicks to Turner. Doesn't go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
That one is no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. It's Oladipo on the wing. Offline with his 3. Charlotte's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Out left to the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Warren. Back to Sabonis. Kicks to Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Hornets with the rebound. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Rozier. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Pacers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Bridges with the steal. To the inside. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 9.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the bucket by the Hornets. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Brogdon hits them both. And it's the Hornets ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And here is Graham. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Rozier. Got a hand on it.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Bridges passes to Graham. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Here's Brogdon following the bucket by the Hornets. And Oladipo kicks to Turner. Corner shot. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Passes it to Warren. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Charlotte has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Graham, the pass to Rozier. Here's Biyombo. Over Sabonis. And there's another one for the Hornets.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Here's Brogdon. Knocked away. Pass to Oladipo. Shoots over Graham. And again, unable to change momentum here. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bridges, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Bridges has got 13.
A dangerous score from just about every area. Bridges very good at capitalizing in a number of ways.
Now here's Brogdon. 1:22 left to play here in the half. A fast break now for Charlotte. Rozier against Brogdon. 14 feet away. Good work defensively by Turner. The Pacers shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Warren the pass to Oladipo. And it goes down 2 points. 14 points for him.
Well, this is where Victor Oladipo has developed himself into an all-around threat. Doesn't matter where he is on the floor, he's dangerous.
Stolen by Brogdon. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist from Brogdon. 16 points for Victor Oladipo.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Rozier. He had 25 points last game. 5 on the clock. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Sabonis. Lamb comes in for T.J. Warren. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Monk. Batum attacking, and the dunk by Batum.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Oladipo for 3, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Subs, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Pacers. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Turner and Sabonis playing inside. And it's Brogdon in at the point. Sabonis, Biyombo with the block.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Oladipo outside. And the pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Warren. 6 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot. And Rozier pulls it down. Charlotte has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Warren. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Now, here's Bridges. 15 points in the game. He can't get that one. Nice D from Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And the wide open shot from Warren. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And it's Graham missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Puts it up off the inbound. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Up top, Graham, guarded by Oladipo. It's stolen by Oladipo. Takes it from 10. Here's Warren, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Warren's got 4 points in the quarter. Charlotte's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Rozier against Brogdon. Rozier the pass to Washington. Graham with the ball. Shot clock at 5. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Bridges shot. Good.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Knocked loose. Rozier with the steal. There's the lob to the hoop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Brogdon with it. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rozier the pass to Bridges. Pass to Washington. Here's Biyombo. He's covered by Warren. And too long on the shot.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Charlotte has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Rozier the pass to Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Well, showing off that athleticism is Bismack Biyombo. That's an easy one.
Now, here's Oladipo. 20 points for him. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sabonis kicks to Oladipo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Oladipo's got 22 points. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Washington passes to Rozier, and Brogdon comes over to help. Bridges with it, defended by Sabonis. Bridges misses. The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Passes it to Turner. Inside, Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, so intelligent at recognizing where to roll to open space. Domantas Sabonis, very crafty. Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
Sabonis with the steal. Oladipo right side. He goes up again. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines. You know, two things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards. You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Now, here's Rozier. 9 points in the game so far. Drains the three-pointer. Bridges has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Indiana making some changes. TJ Leaf comes in for Sabonis. And it's TJ McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The feed to Oladipo. Pass to Leaf. 5 to shoot. Here's Warren. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Back to Rozier. Now Monk takes a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the inside. The shot's good from Leaf. Leaf's got 6.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from TJ Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. The dish to Monk. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the paint, Turner with the steal. Here's McConnell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Bacon's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Warren. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Now, here's McConnell. To the middle. Here's Leaf. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Charlotte's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the 3rd quarter. They've made 3 of 6. The shot's good from Monk.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Charlotte has gotten more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Monk kicks to Batum. And there's the pass to Bacon. Back to Batum. And he makes good on the layup. Batum's got 9 points.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Pacers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Outside, Batum, out to the wing. Gomez kicks to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. And so he makes both from the line. The Pacers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. McConnell kicks to Lamb. Pass to Leaf from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Gomez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here is Monk. He's got 10. Here's Bacon. Clock at 6. Over McConnell. Charlotte again missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
No good from Lamb.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Bacon. He's got 8. Monk for 3. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I tell you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded closely. But they get it back. Leave kicks to McConnell. Tries again. That's tipped. They recover it. From deep. No good from Lamb.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Shot by Zeller, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Now here's Lamb. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Chile will bring it up for Charlotte. They've got Martin. Aiken is out there with Hernan Gomez. And there's Monk. And it's Chile in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. No good from Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has gone 2 for 5 tonight. Holiday inside the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Holiday's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Indiana. The Hornets shooting so well, 63%. The offense working as one cohesive unit. Passes to Monk. Outside Martin. McDermott with the double team, taken away by Holiday. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Holiday surveying the floor. Double team on Holiday. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Oladipo. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And the Pacers with possession here. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bitadze's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
It's Martin on the wing. The shot from the low post is good.
And it's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Holiday with it. Pass to Holiday. Doris, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Back to Holiday. The pass to Bitadze. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Bitadze's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Monk, the pass to Chile. Pass to Martin. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Hornets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Bitadze, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Monk for 3. And the Hornets miss again. The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Holiday. Shealy grabs the miss. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The shot by Monk is no good. The Pacers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Hornets with the rebound. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Shealy. From deep three-point range, hits the three-point bomb. Shealy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live, because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Charlotte's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Shealy surveying the D. Here's McDaniels. Passes it to Martin. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. McDaniels kicks to Biyombo. Feeds it to McDaniels. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Hornets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Bridges. And no good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his 3rd foul of the game. For Indiana, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Here's Shealy to the right side. 6 to shoot. Bridges misses. Pacers shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's Sampson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Here's Shealy to the wing right side. Here's McDaniels, guarded by Holiday. Bridges for 3. A rebound by Bitadze. And Indiana shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And there's the feed to Holiday. Count it. Good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Shealy, guarded by Holiday. Inside. A nice shot by McDaniels.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Now here is Holiday. Dwyer It is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
So it's the Hornets now, after the missed three from Doug McDermott. Here's Sampson. Count that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Charlotte's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Now the pass to Biyombo from 15 feet away, and he makes that one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here are the Pacers now. After the basket by Charlotte, Holiday goes in. Bitadze. Outside Holiday. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Martin. Biyombo, no luck.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
The numbers in their favor. And he lobs it up toward the rim. That shot missing.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Here's Chile. Pass to Bridges. Martin with it. Just 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Now Holiday. You know, Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. Do you think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers, both between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be an historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Biyombo. Then for the Pacers, Leaf checked in for Doug McDermott, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. 1:52 left in the game. McConnell passes to Bitadze. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Taken away by Holiday. From past the arc, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Miles Bridges.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
That one misses.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
To the middle. Here's Martin. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's McConnell. After the basket by Charlotte.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
And he makes the first. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Here's Chile. Just 5 to shoot. Platoon passes to McDaniels. Over McConnell. And that one hits back iron. Here's Indiana now. Here's Sampson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Chile. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.